Hi everyone, I'm Adam Desjardins from CultureSource, and today we'll be walking through the process of applying for a professional development mini-grant in Wayne, Oakland, and Macomb counties. These mini-grants are offered by CultureSource in partnership with the Michigan Arts and Culture Council. This grant is open to arts and cultural workers, artists, and organizations who are looking to participate in professional development related activities. The grant provides up to $1,500 to fund learning experiences that help develop an individual's creative practice or professional skill set. This can include artist residencies, board development training fees, consultant fees, conference tickets, or courses and workshops that help develop your career. Answer all of the questions in the application to your best ability. Know that your application will be reviewed by a panel of arts professionals and community members who may be unfamiliar with your work. So write clearly and be descriptive in what professional development activity you're applying for and how it will impact your career. Make sure your budget balances. This means that your revenue should match your expenses. If your budget doesn't balance, you can lose points on your application. For the professional development mini-grant, your budget must show for a 1-to-4 match. That means that if you're applying for $1,500, you have to show for at least a $375 match, either through other funding support, applicant cash, funding you would have on hand to pay for expenses, or in-kind services and revenue, such as donated space rental, donated services from a professional, and more. The funding process has 4 steps. 1. You apply for the mini-grant in Smart Simple. The Round 1 deadline is typically in early August, and the Round 2 deadline is typically in early January. All projects must be completed by September 30th of the fiscal year. For example, if you apply for Round 1 funding, you apply in August, receive funds in November, and have until September 30th of the following year to complete your project. 2. Once you submit your application, a panel of arts workers, artists, and community leaders will review your application, providing scores and written feedback that you can access in Smart Simple at a later date. 3. Once the panel has reviewed your application and made funding recommendations, CultureSource staff will notify all applicants of the status of their application. Typically, this takes place 1 to 2 months after submitting your application. 4. If your application is successful, CultureSource will work with you to complete the necessary paperwork to receive the first payment of your grant. The most important thing to know before you start your application is that you must first create an account with Smart Simple, which is the online portal that MACC uses to accept applications. Your Smart Simple account will need information about the organization or school you're affiliated with, Americans with Disabilities Act compliance information about your organization's governing board, and demographic descriptions. Once you've filled in this information, go to the My Opportunities section of your Smart Simple account to begin an MACC mini-grant application. There is no fee to submit any applications. At first, Smart Simple can be a bit cumbersome to familiarize yourself with, but fear not, the more you get acquainted with the application platform, the more confident you will be in applying for funding. I hope these tips will help you as you prepare your application for an MACC mini-grant. For more information about the application deadlines, head to our website at culturesource.org.